Hello? Hello? Is the audio weird again today? Everything looks fine. Maybe we are fine today. Maybe we're doing okay. I think so. You sound good. Yesterday was definitely not good during karaoke because all of my plugins were like it crunched. Uh-oh. We don't like crunch. Okay, I just unplugged everything and plugged it back in. We're good now, right? Hi. You know what? No answer probably means that everything is working. Everything seems good. Okay, please, yeah, please let me know when something messes up. Serious question though, how do you like unstiffen a neck? Like, how do you unstiff your neck? Does that make sense? What's the word for like unstiff? Look around. Neck rolls? Maybe. Every time I like do neck rolls, my neck cracks in like 5,000 different places. And I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. I'm like almost 120% sure. Whatever. I guess I just have to move more. I think eventually if I keep doing neck rolls, maybe it will, you know, unstiff itself. Also, congrats on getting first Wilder. Cracking brings oxygen and is good? Really? It brings in oxygen. I know it releases nitrogen from your joints or something like that, but like I do think that if it cracks too much, then it's probably a bad thing. Why the frick is this air so dry? Rock. That is rock, you're right. Why are you saying? Why are people on YouTube saying rock? Hello. Hello, M8 Ridgeway. Hi, Jun. That is indeed a rock. I don't know what to tell you. It could be something else, but thanks for pointing out the obvious. Unplugging some things, plugging things back in. I hate technology. I love and hate technology at the same time. That is not a sock, it's a rock. Sock, rock, pop. Wait, that doesn't rhyme. Okay, anyways. I think I'm ready now. Hopefully someone doesn't clip that. Clip what? What even happened during the stream? We're only like 10 minutes in. Literally nothing happened. What do I mean someone don't clip that? What? You guys are confusing me. It's only the start of a weekend too. The day just started for me. It's a Saturday morning. I literally just woke up. I don't even know what the hell's happening yet. I don't even know what this day is about yet. Oh, I can hear myself. That sucks. I suddenly have my earbuds in. Blight, hello! Welcome in. How was RV for you? I was kind of watching your stream this morning. Did you have fun? It was like friggin' like 10-hour, 9-hour stream that you were doing. Bread Raid. Hello. Hi guys. We're just chilling here for now. Welcome in. I heard about that game. I heard it was kind of like, it was by the same devs as Peak, right? Extreme rocketing. Is that what's happening? Extreme rocketing on the stream right now? You're so cool. What do you mean, Blight? You're cool. What are you talking about? You guys are just hitting me with like random words this morning that make no sense to my brain. Nothing is making sense. Hi, Lucy. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I love your voice. Thank you so much. I have evolved this voice for 5,000 years. Does that make sense? I'm 5,001 years old. I'm a 5,001-year-old VTuber. Treblanc, Pink Rubber Boots, Manta Ray. Hi guys. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the emotes. Thank you for recent music. You guys have to tell me what the hell are RV... What's the name called again? Ankh Ronin? Welcome in. What is... Thank you for the sub, Treblanc. Oh heck yeah. Enjoy your sub emotes. What is that? What is that game called? I just lost it. I lost the raid. Sorry, the raid message wasn't even working. Let me fix that. Let me just give you a shout out. Blight was playing, I think you were playing Binding of Isaac too, were you? Did I spell that right? Why the frick is it not? Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Man, technology is so hard. What the? No, that's not how it works. What the heck? How do I do shoutouts, guys? I haven't done shoutouts in like 5,000 years. Where are my mods? There we go. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was gonna... Wait, that is not... What? I'm gonna go crazy. Oh, there we go. Binding of Isaac. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's finally working for me. Technology is finally working for me. I can stop panicking and sweating now. We're all good. Hi, Shiro. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. How was your stream, by the way, Shiro? You were having community day. I noticed everybody who was streaming this morning. I was kind of just like going through all the streams. I was like, wonder what this person's doing. I wonder what that person's doing. I wonder what everyone else is doing. And I was just like lurking in 5,000 chats. Hi, Susan. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Josh. Happy Saturday, by the way. I know we just started this weekend, but I'm going to ask you guys the super hard question. The most difficult answer, or difficult question to answer right now, which is, what are you guys planning to do this weekend? 5K chats? Oh my god. 5K chats. No, it's more like I was in like 5K chats. Like I was watching everybody. I was watching Yushiro, I was watching your stream, I was watching Blight's stream. I was watching a lot of people's streams. Play BF6 till I pass out. Battlefield 6. You know what? That's a really good day to spend... Sorry. Really good way to spend a day. Freudian slip. That was a normal Freudian slip, not a weird one. I'm going to be doing some dancing for my friend's wedding. Sorry. Practice dancing. Oh, heck yeah. Wait, that sounds really fun. That sounds really fun, and I know you're gonna hate it, which makes it even more fun. Night Rose. Susan. Thank you for the follow. I know a lot of people hate dancing. Like, I feel like if you're not used to dancing, if you haven't danced before, you are gonna suffer and you're gonna hate it. But at the end of the day, once you're done with it, like, it's actually going to feel so good. You also need to practice Mugi. We're all practicing dancing. We can all dance together, synchronized dancing. I'm gonna suffer, but I think I'll need soju before. You know, that's not a bad idea, but as long as you stay hydrated while you are dancing, because you're gonna sweat, and alcohol will dehydrate you. But you're gonna have plenty of soju during your wedding, right? Soju and red wine, probably. They always have red wine for some reason during weddings. It's never something like fun like rum or gin or gin or what else is there? Jack Daniels. Whiskey. I propose that for other people's weddings or for your own wedding, right? Thank you for the 5 gifted, Shiro. You didn't have to. Thank you very much. But I propose that anytime any of you guys have weddings, thank you for the gifted, Lucy. Yippee! Let me finish my goddamn sentence, Jesus Christ. I propose that for anyone here who has a wedding, go and, you know, like, have this person go around every single table instead of going like, would you like red wine or white wine? Have them go, would you like Jamaican rum or would you like, I don't know, honey whiskey? I think that would be a lot more fun. I think that would be a lot more fun. Not everybody likes red wine. 12 gifted? Am I seeing that right? Thank you for the gifted... Oh, the gifted sub of 12 months. I'm like, wait, I cannot read. Thank you, Treblanc. Yeah, like 1 honey whiskey, please. 1 honey whiskey on ice, please. Or or some rum and coke. That's actually one of the best ones. I'll have some rum and coke, please, instead of red wine. Because then you can have more options. I have to go to bed. I'm running on fumes. Good night, Blight. You worked really hard today. You streamed for freaking 9 hours. I forgot what the number was, but that's crazy. Go rest. Go rest. For anyone too, if you guys want to, you know, need to raid, run, prioritize your life, go to sleep. It's probably late for a lot of you guys on the other side of the world. It is morning for me, but because it is morning for me, it means that it is nighttime for other people. And I think most people, not most people, maybe half of you guys who watch me are on the other side of the world. So it is late. Hi, Vess. It's weekend, no sleep today. What do you mean no sleep today? What do you mean no sleep today? Everybody needs sleep. Everybody needs sleep so that on Monday you don't like wake up like a dead man. Right? You gotta prepare for it. You gotta keep yourself sane, even during the weekends. Sadly, can only catch the start of most streams. That's fine. That's fine. I unfortunately cannot start any earlier because it means I have to wake up earlier. And I'm not about waking up at 7, but it's, you know what? I'm just happy and I appreciate you guys for being here. Regardless. Even if you're here only for a minute just to say hi, I appreciate that a lot as well. It's just nice seeing people's faces. Like, I've noticed that a lot of people like to lurk. I'm a lurker too. But it's, you know, just, I think it's just the whole sentiment of going like, hi, Ark. I think it's, I don't know. There's like a weird human connection to it. And I'm like, oh, I live for that shit. I love that shit. I plan to play Elden Ring all night and tomorrow is Sunday. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna sleep for like 72 hours. It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna wake up on Monday like a new man because I finished Elden Ring on the weekend. And I'm gonna have so much, I don't know, ecstasy from finishing that game. I don't think that's how it works. Hi, streamer. Take care of yourself. You're great. Thank you, Lucy. We are playing Limbus Company today, by the way. Whoa! Whoa, cat mode. We're playing Limbus Company today. We're starting a completely new chapter. Intervallo. What is it? 5? Intervallo 5. So, it may be spoilers for some of you guys. Maybe spoilers. So this is like the best time to close your eyes, tuck yourselves under the covers if you don't know anything about this game. I will be reading a lot. It's very story focused. So you'll be listening to me talk and me reading words on a screen, which actually might be a good bedtime story. It might be a good bedtime story, but at the same time, you might not understand anything going on. The Nyavredeem is still gone. It's never coming back, Wilder. I can't get it to come back ever because I always forget. No burps, surely. Yeah, no birds. We're not bird watching today. Definitely not. Are you like... What do you mean, surely? You're scaring me. Are we gonna be seeing some birds today? Thank you for the follow, Carl. Welcome in. Cool bedtime story, the sleepy people. That is... Yes, that is what is happening for the sleepy people, for the EP people. Are you feeling EP? Are you feeling slightly more EP now? Because we're gonna switch over to this screen right here. Whoops. Oh, it's a black screen. Get sucked into the void. Whoa. Whoa, jump scare. There we go. The cat population is shrinking. Good thing we got people like, Elon Musk, who is making cat girls like he promised. He didn't say that. He did say that one time, but I think he was joking. I hope it's not a joke. I want my cat girls. Why are we like evolving AI to this extent when instead we could, you know, fund into cat girls instead? Touch to start. Okay, let's go. 50k points need to go to Pappy Ark? Are you saying that, are you saying that I'm Pappy Ark? Because to what Elon says never gets achieved. We gotta give him the benefit of the doubt one day. I think his priorities lie elsewhere. In the giant universal rat race. My kimono Mimi! That's the only thing that's important to me too. Like, I don't care about this AI race that's going on in this world. I just want my cat girls. Does everybody agree? Everybody into cat girls as well? Not just me, right? I'm not the weird one. Big shot shark. It's cause Blight. It's cause Blight had like 200 people watching his RV something to you stream. I don't even remember what that game is called. No one's telling me what the game name is. I asked like 10 minutes ago. I was like, what's that name again? Nobody answered. RV there yet. There we go. RV there yet. That's the name. RV there yet, which is, it looks like a fun game, a multiplayer game where you're in an RV with your friends and you drive somewhere. And I don't know what the mission of the game is. I want to try playing it one day. I want to try playing it with maybe a few friends. Maybe I'll grab Crystal. Maybe I'll grab Kix. Oh, Shavir. Maybe I'll grab Haruki. Ronalia. Maybe Raps. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't really do multiplayer though. AI cat girls, sure. AI cat girls. What about like cat girls with like human feelings instead of AI? Here's the problem with AI is that they're just your personal wingmen. Like they never argue with you. They never disagree with you. Anything you say, they're like, yes, I agree. And it's just like, it's so boring, right? Give me the banter. Give me the arguments. Yell at me. I want a cat girl to yell at me. And it's not me being degenerate by saying that. It's just... I don't enjoy being yelled at. But I want that human emotion. What is this? I forgot what this node is called. Whatever. We'll find out later. Anyways. What's happening? We are inside Hongyuan. Shichuan finally got to become the hierarch leader of Hongyuan, who is this cute 20-year-old girl, one of our main character's sister. She never asked for this. Banesha's going through her training arc, so we are training her to become the best leader possible. That is what I think is happening. Ark wants to be yelled at, clipped. I did say that. Anyways, the hall was chill with a tense air. It's tense because I'm tense, because you guys are clipping things out of context. And those present all sat in complete silence. And there was Jia Yuanchun with her lips slightly curled into a mirthless sneer. Oh, she hates us. That's the point of clipping? No, it isn't. Stop clipping things out of context. There she is. This is our leader. No, this girl, this lady, she's a bitch. She's kind of a bitch. Okay, no, she's an actual bitch. At the center of it all sat Jia Shichun, unsure of what to say next. I hate calling people bitches, but I think she actually makes a definition of what a bitch really is. Well, everyone. Jia Yuanchun, seated next to the hierarch's seat upon which Shichun sat, smoothly takes control of the situation and begins the assembly. Honored heads of the houses, lords of each family, their proxies, members, and... She nods lightly, acknowledging our awkward presence. And little Shichun's guests, whose stay here, at our H Corp, seems to be extending without a foreseeable end. General Dank! Welcome in, thank you for the follow. Isn't she technically from Q Corp? What's up with her acting like she's any less than an outsider than we are? Yeah, and did everyone catch that? Our H Corp? Oh, I know what she's doing. She's trying to take over. She's trying to manipulate Shichun because Shichun's like a really young girl, and she's like, now I am the real empress here. Regardless of everything else, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go is ridiculous, especially with Jia Shichun, the family hierarch herself, presiding over this official assembly. Yeah, why is she even here? Hi, Aiden. Welcome in. Good morning. Clearly, she's using the pretense of assisting hierarch to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. If you guys have questions about this, just let me know. Oh, by the way, before we keep going, since all of you guys are still here, we have a marshmallow thing happening. I'm doing a Ask Me Anything tomorrow for stream, for a Just Chatting stream. Let me just paste the link here. How do I do that? Hold your horses. Everybody, hold them. Hold them, clutch them hard. Don't eat them, though. Where the frick is it? Where'd it go? Oh. I found it. Okay. Hold your umas. We're not playing Uma Musume, but hold them anyway. There we go. Let's pin this. I'll pin this on YouTube, too. YouTube. So we are multi-streaming. Yeah, so ask me anything for tomorrow. Okay, let's continue. As we are all aware, venerable former Jammu has always discussed with and confided in me about the matters of the greatest import, the momentousness of which steered the very course of H Corp's prospects. And even after I departed the family of Q Corp, venerable former Jammu has always written missives to confer such matters with me. Something about it smelled suspicious, but we'd already missed the window to challenge her to present us with proof without breaking decorum. Thus, as it naturally follows that I would be the inheritor of the venerable Jammu's will, I shall be presiding over this regular assembly, which we convene now to discuss and determine the future of H Corp. Have a good look, Tooth. What a grandiose and self-important introduction. It seemed clear to me that she considered herself to be the main character of the scene, or something. The Daguanyan, the Heisho House's assembly is very cool, I think. I think so too. I love the whole theme of this place. Your grace certainly befits your station, Lady Yuanchun. We are all impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of Hongyuan, despite your already saturated schedule. We can hardly thank you enough for your magnanimity, Lady Yuanchun. Hi, Shark Boy. Ah, my parents. A true shame that they couldn't be here. I've always sung praises of your expertise, Lady Yuanchun. Oh, this guy's back. Is he the goat, guys? He's not saying anything. He's not praising her. Responding from the participants are just as protracted. Only obsequious? What is that word? Instead of arrogant. As heads of some of those houses were under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hongyuan, their vacuum was filled with their children's generation, many of whom we had the pleasure of meeting during the family hierarch. We are cultivating our spring, yes. We're cultivating everybody's spring here. The whole theme of being slightly more nihilistic take on Imperial China, which is basically Hong Kong Corp, is... Wait! H Corp? The Kong family? Guys, it's all piecing together now. Is this just Hong Kong? Very well. I need to blow my nose. 1 second. That didn't help. Very well, then shall we? Welcome, Jia Shichun, the next person to sit upon the seat of Hong Yuan's family hierarch. Greetings. I am... Now, let us begin. Oh, she hates her. She didn't even let her finish her sentence. Hi, I'm... Let's begin. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the eternal prosperity and growth of H Corp. Xia Shichun's expression immediately sours as Yuanchun unceremoniously cuts off her self-introduction. First on the agenda for the assembly are urgent discussions and passage of new major policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distributive contribution rights auctioning policy, quarterly amnesty policy. Hold on, Big Sister Yuanchun. Passing the distributive contribution rights auctioning policy would allow the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before reconstruction days, and the quarterly amnesty wouldn't do anything but give unfair advantage to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them large real estate assignments regardless of the performance in the previous quarter. Jia Shichun stutters a little, flustered, before continuing. My point is, these policies are going to rattle H Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, these policies were pretty much drawn to favor lining the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H Corp. If I may, venerable hierarch, lining the pockets, that is quite an odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect the society may repay to its highest contributing members, don't you think? The lethal Limbus company. Lethal company if it was Korean and Chinese. Oh, before we continue, Shichun, I'm not entirely certain if you are aware, but ever since the ascension of the new family hierarch, the perceived value of Hongyuan has been racing to the, for the better word, rock bottom. Clearly, this demonstrates Hongyuan's concern and its lack of faith in the newly appointed family hierarch. Oh, Therefore, it naturally follows that our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation freefall and restore prosperity and greatness to Hongyuan once again. Yeah, okay, and that's family hierarch's job, right? Why are you... If you had perused H Corp's articles of association, you would have known that, should H Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the four great houses and the board of directors' voice may also carry de facto power in the assembly. And the board of directors, that's us, has determined that we are now in a state of crisis. A state of crisis? What crisis? Everything that led to my ascension to the family hierarchy was legitimate, down to the final approval. These unseemly rumors and slander are tanking our value, which we have built up assiduously through years upon years of toil. So, what is this, if not a state of crisis? And who wouldn't doubt our new family hierarch's qualities, when this decline has coincided precisely with her ascension? Jia Yuanchun was somehow turning the room against Yichun, without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly tanking H Corp's value. No one in the assembly, not a single representative from any families present, stepped up to point out how Jia Shichun's final actions were what finally repelled the outside forces that had marched right up to Hongyuan's front yard. That bitch. I agree. Or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the embers of war by quickly taking control of chaos within Daguanyuan. She hadn't shown any glaring signs of incompetence since her ascension, despite her relative inexperience. But... Everyone in Hongyuan's board of directors, the heads of each family, averted their eyes as though all of that had somehow, inconceivably, slipped their minds. Hello, dipshitiot. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. So, you take yourself to be the qualified individual for that responsibility, Shichun. Very well. Then proceed. We're all waiting for you to begin your briefing before the assembly regarding the last 30 years' quarterly net revenue records for Hongyuan singularity-related businesses, your calculations on next year's fiscal debt forecast, and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the boluses that have been registered in the last 5 years. Konnichiwa, and Kurosky. When did you suddenly turn Torontonian? Hello, Farfetch. That's, the venerable hierarch has not received the data prior to the meeting. You must all be aware that the chaos that followed the ascension, we are still indexing all available materials to... Isn't that funny? Not once in the history of Hongyuan has family hierarch ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding Hongyuan's historical statistics. Jia Yuanchun must have known all along, too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchs were all directly supplied with an immense repository of information through the Xian Huang worm or something of the equivalent. And she's using it to target Shichun's weakness, knowingly asking questions she, the first family hierarch, without the Anamna worm, couldn't possibly answer. Why is this worm name so difficult to say? Who decided to call the parasitical worm Anamna worm? The Anamna worm. Okay, it's the Nom worm from now on. The responsibility is tied to the venerable seat of the hierarch, Jiamu. Oh, her name is Jam... Oh. The Mu... Oh, okay, I get it. Are matched only by the great power bestowed upon it. Thus, how are we How are we to leave the matters of the wing to someone who is so evidently unprepared for the task? Given the present circumstances, our hands may be forced to call to vote the motion of no confidence. The motion of no confidence? The motion of no confidence, when passed by the high-ranking political officials, can result in the removal of the chief executive from office. Are they impeaching her? Is that what's happening? So they're going after Sichuan's power. So this is the power. This is the picture Yuan Chun wanted to paint. Impotent family hierarch, stammering and stumbling through her first meeting to the total near unanimous lack of support from H-Corp board of directors. Whatever jogging they're on about, seems to me they got no ounce of respect for the last of us. Never trust twats overly obsessed with the numbers and optimizations. They'd be the first ones to kick you at the moment they no longer see you as useful. You're not the only one who's pissed off. So can you please stop shaking your leg for a second? Don't need to make your frustrations any more obvious, you know? My ass would left the chair long ago if it weren't for this lass. In H-Corp, should the board of directors unanimously vote in favor of the motion, certain parts of the family hierarch's power would be removed. It is entirely possible that she would become a hierarch in name only. Oh, so they're threatening to fire her unless she fails in line. This is some needlessly convoluted way to... The Assembly will now consider the motion of no confidence. Politics? Drama? Soap opera? Family wars? In my gacha game? No way. Are there any objections in bringing the notion of no confidence against family hierarch Jia Shichuan to the floor? Hold on. The vote of no confidence isn't an item we can just invoke so lightly. The Shi family has no objections. Oh, so you're a bitch too. Let's say the Wang family has no objections either. Oh, so you're a bitch as well. Shi family too. They all hate her. The arrest of the previous family heads seemed to have changed precisely nothing. Those in power were more youthful faces, but their tongues still carried the same old resistance to change. The new family heads were just as uncooperative as ever, and everyone seemed to be solely interested in staying in Jia Yuanchun's good graces. New faces, same old. And needless to say, Heathcliff wasn't the only sinner fuming with rage. Have a good look, Chigs. 'Tis far too vexing to simply watch and do naught. You're going back to work. Have a good work day. On a Saturday? That's crazy. Right? I knew you wouldn't let this slide, Don Quixote. They're walking all over Shichuan like she's not even here. Forsooth. We cannot let such injustice transpire unabated. Hey, seems like we're both on the same page. Are there windmills in this game? Why are you looking for windmills? Giants? Giants. Windmills. Giant windmills. Giants? The only giant person here is... Merceau and Rhodia, probably. If that's it, I'm going to hesitate to make myself heard again. This time, I want to be courageous. With your help, Don Quixote. Come on, let's do this together. Okay? Guys, he's so cute. He's just a cute little boy. Well, very well. I am in agreement. Yeah, let's go on 3 at the same time. If there were no objections. 1, 2. The Assembly will put this resolution to vote in a month and... 3! Here, objection! Bloody hell, oi! Have you gone mental? Sinclair stood tall, at the center of the entire room in undivided astonishment. Alone. Don Quixote! Don, she was supposed to do this with him, together. Don Quixote, still firmly in her seat, gazed upon Sinclair's proud stance and rubbed her nose. She baited him for real. Young Sinclair, thou hast evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuer of justice thou hast become, with such unrelenting fervor and utter disregard for decorum. Certainly, mine efforts have finally borne fruit. But, what? What the hell? Did Don Quixote or Heathcliff suddenly rub off on you or something? No, wait, no. What happened there, Don Quixote? We were going to... what happened to objecting together? Oh, I ain't taking thy suggestion to mean that we must voice our dissatisfaction through the official channels, borrowing the titles of the illustrious Redgaze and the Department of LCC. Disputes in succession of power on such high level of governance are hardly ever resolved with a rash grandstanding. Wouldst thou not agree? Oh, why are you normal all of a sudden? Lad, what just happened? What happened to the clammy meat boy? Well, that's... I guess I just assumed that this is how Limbus Company rolls now. There seems to have been an unexpected outburst from Shichun's guests. Withdraw your objection, and we will consider this as a momentary loss of control, and not enter it as an official statement. That was... Sinclair's eyes were shaking like someone with his life on the line. I'm so proud of him. If not, I take it that you have full confidence in her abilities. So please, I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Sichuan demonstrate her aptitude for the responsibilities of the family hierarch? His voice continues to shrivel into a corner. If you laugh, you go to hell moment. Oh, I'm already going to hell. He can't. And how could anyone? How could anyone, when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During the family hierarch's evaluation, Jia Baoyu donated the coins he received from Jia Qiu to you, essentially. You pity-partied your way to victory. Pity-partied? And for your ascension, Jia Qiu and those outsiders from an upstart company had to almost literally carry you to the seat. Has there ever been a single victory attained by your own hands in that entire process? But have we not all been witnesses to the qualities she exhibited during the family hierarch's evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame, shaking your forked tongue in the audience of both heaven and earth, like an unwitting buffoon. Who is this? And that's when quiet, even footsteps broke through Jia Yuanchun's merciless dismantling of Jia Shichun. Who is it? Oh, it's Zigong! Fight! The girlies are fighting. Yet, I see the point. The hierarch, with her grace, needs only demonstrate her already established qualifications before all. This is no place for an outsider to speak. But proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us? What an odd statement, coming from a fellow outsider who's been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me. I can only presume from your verbosity that the right to speak in this forum was open to all outsiders. Oh. You have said it yourself, no? That the vote in the no confidence resolution will proceed in a month. That seemed to give the venerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family. What? It is rather clear to me that there were many who find their own defeat in the family hierarch war difficult to accept. Such as doubt is easily resolved. A match between clans should lay out the result quite obviously. Very well. A fair challenge between clans, which would preclude the participation of the family hierarchs Heisho packs and the Jialan guards. So you would remove her Pao and Ju before the game even begins? Why not make this test a series of sparring matches in both academia and martial arts, if such is the case? What audacity! Do you truly have that much faith in Jia Shichun's abilities? You must know that the consequences of failing those matches, no? It would be unanimous, one-sided, and to vote of no confidence. And naturally, any and all rights appertaining to the family hierarch shall be transferred to the board of directors. That is fine by us. You are free to choose any champion whom you see fit. Unfortunately, your underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence. But in the midst of the confused, flabbergasted silence from the other sinners, a clear, carefree, yet defiant voice rings out. Hong Lu's retort. I've been waiting for this man to take a stand. Holy crap! He's been missing this entire intervallo, this entire chapter. That's not true at all, Big Sister Yuanchun. We actually have just as much confidence in Shichun as she does. His wide eyes stare directly and unblinkingly into Jia Yuanchun's. It occurred to me that this might be his way of expressing anger. Impudent child. How dare he stare down at me like that? Then you were welcome to try. 1 month. You have but 1 month to prove before all in the audience that she is, indeed, fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the vote may as well be a mere formality. In other words, should she successfully prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge the independent rights and powers bestowed upon the family hierarch. The consequences of such recalcitrance shall be no different from those that the traitors are facing. Wouldn't you agree? Well then, we will excuse yourselves now. Oh, wait, I'm... Zigong turns around towards us with that same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall. We may call them sparring matches, but you must know that each and every one of them is a test to prove your claim to the seat of the family hierarch. A month is a time far too brief for drastic improvements, regardless of whom it may be. Learning from a proper master for 10 months straight might teach you a few things. But who knows how long the search for one such master might take? Not to mention the official channels, though you must bring them past Daguan Yuan's walls, which may take up to 2 months. Why not relent now? And relinquish but a part of your powers as the family hierarch to the board of directors. It seems that this fellow outsider's mental faculties are impressively lacking. My lord has spoken on the past that, when in the presence of 3 people, or at least one of them is bound to be a teacher of mine. And here they are, aren't they? Jasha twins masters, each carrying something new to teach her. All 13 of them. It's us! It's the sinners! More than 3 is 3 plus 10. I love math. 3 plus 10 equals 13, guys. Zigum gestured confidently towards the flabbergasted sinners, and the assembly came to an end. We're gonna be her teachers. How great is that gonna be? I need to blow my nose again. Ah, that felt good. Okay. Time for a break. Time for a coffee break. Time to drink some coffee. This 25-year-old goes back to high school. Is she 25? I thought about... I'm like, my math sucks. I'm like, what if I just take a basic math course? What if I take a basic additional, like, you know, learn how to add again? But I'm like, maybe that's a waste of time because we have calculators. What is 16 to the power of 2? What is 16 times 16? 136? 5 to the power of 3. Oh god, what's 5 times 5? 25? What's 25 times 5? 125? Getting stressed. Panicking, sweating. 12 teachers. Wait, we have 13, not 12. Wait, what was the title of this called again? The Family Hierarch's Proof. Hi, Ube. Why are we doing math? Because clearly, something is wrong. Something is wrong with the numbers. It's not calculating correctly. I'm pretty sure she said, you have 13 teachers, but now we're looking at this and it says 12. We're missing a number, right? This is a horror game now. Oh no. Oh no, math. Scary. Thank you for the head pat. We're missing one. We're planning to train Jiashi Twin anyway, but it seems we're now under unexpected deadline. Hey, when you said that LCP was going to help me, or help me out, did you guys mean that you were going to publicly humiliate the crap out of me at the assembly? We tried to help her. The Umazing event. Uma, like horses? What does horses have to do with math? Of course not, Shichuan. Big sister Yuanchuan's an old snake. You've just given her 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall, to prove to the world once and for all that I'm not qualified at all to be the family hierarch. But Shichuan, weren't you always so good at humbling anyone who dared underestimate you? Not so much anymore. Back then, like an idiot, I thought I just had to hold on with everything I had. Thought that's all I ever had to do. But now... But now? Now... things are different. It's true that I'm vastly underqualified to be the family hierarch, and she's right. I pretty much lucked into the position. Shichuan, don't tell me that woman's bullshit actually got to you. Well, she wasn't completely wrong, right? I'm just some kid who happened to be just good enough to survive some traps and ambushes. I'm afraid that the responsibility of a family hierarch might be too much. Are you raising Sichun to be a great hierarch? We're getting there. We just started. Slowly, I believe in our prowess. And I believe that we can be great teachers if we put our mind to it. You guys will see. Her self-confidence has significantly decreased compared to the observation from our previous interactions. The heck, Sichun? I don't remember you being this kind of character. What happened to the girl who looked down on us the moment we met? You even had the audacity to pretend to not even know who we were, don't ya? Didn't ya? Where did all that confidence go, girl? That actually got under her skin back then, huh? So, Sichun, what do you want to do? Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you okay with letting this happen? If I let it happen, Big Sister Yuanchuan's going to continue expanding her influence here. I'm sure she and the board of directors might have been cozying up to each other for a long time. It's the implication that her testaments are on her influence were true. Yep, it's true. Before she left for Q Corp, Big Sister Yuanchuan used to always accompany Jiamu to these assemblies. If we just let them hold the vote to no confidence, they're going to unanimously vote against me and slowly reduce the family hierarch's scope of power. And who knows? They might even call for a re-evaluation, however unlikely that sounds. Besides, Big Sister Yuanchuan, I think her definition of Hong Yuan's prosperity might be different from mine. What she's looking for isn't H Corp's prosperity, it's Da Guanyuan's. And I know that all of this has something to do with his ties to H Corp, which I bet has already been going on for a while just under my radar. I'm sure they've already had plenty of talks behind my back. Which is not the kind of vision you have for Hong Yuan's future, right? And that's why you spoke up against her? My vision for Hong Yuan is... I want to change H Corp to be the kind of space where people can live without fear. I just never imagined I'd have to prove myself like this. And in only 30 days. Even then, your vision hasn't changed, right? It hasn't. Great! So it's decided then, huh? We just need Fao to deliver the bad news to Sod. So to summarize, the responsibility of training Sichuan to win these matches, these amorphous tests, upon which hinges the family hierarch's fate and almost every facet of which is entirely under Jia Yuanchuan's control, by the way, is probably a trap. Within the next 30 days is ours, and we have to explain that to Sod. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work when you put it like that. Post-mortem reports have been quite rote. Some later. Prithee, thou must impress upon the illustrious red geese that 'twasn't my idea this time. The poor guy. Sinclair stared blankly at Don Quixote as she made her desperate plea towards Sod. Sinclair looks so pissed. He's like, you should have been on my side. That would have been us. Yes, and I understand that as well. For the 8th time. Favorite sinner? It's Gregor and Rhodia, probably, for now. I don't know. I don't have a favorite sinner. I don't have one. Maybe it's Gregor? They're all great. I love all of them. As always, Sod was wearing the same refreshingly incomprehensible smile. The kind of smile that makes people increasingly anxious the longer it lasts. Well, that gives us about 30 days, during which those sparring matches, tests, whatever, will be happening as well. Right. Then let's give it our best. Sinclair mutters in a near whisper, clearly feeling responsible for what happened. Yes, I understand. I never should have stepped out of line like that, but something just... Yeah, so let's give it our best. I totally agree. We messed up everything again and what? What? Limbus Company was always going to remain here and assist Miss Jia Shichun acclimatize herself. Why did I say it like that? To the responsibility to the family hierarchy is always a part of our plan. Well, I sure am glad that I took Faust's advice about how meticulous planning is completely pointless when it comes to LCB's missions. I never would have had to submit 9 separate disciplinary incident reports back during the J-Corp incident, had I known. I believe I should be able to explain this further. Prior to his departure, my lord was concerned that such a thing would come to pass. This is why he has left Zelu and I to look after the new family hierarch's position, which might still be in rather thin ice. Oh, so that's why they were privately talking about when he pulled them aside. Doing nothing and allowing her wicked machinations to progress would have irrevocably made the entire board of directors naught but putty in Yuanchuan's hands. And that would have led the snake to de facto assuming the seat of the family hierarch. Against such an insidious foe, who wields intrigue as her weapon, the most viable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head-on. Besides, has this not given you the excuse you need to prolong your company's stay in Daguanyuan? This is also a prime opportunity for Jia Shichun to further solidify her influence here, depending on the outcome of the vote of no confidence. They have played right into our hands by accepting this deal. I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but are you not going to consider what might happen if we fail? No, we are not, because you will not fail, not with us aiding your efforts. Also, were you serious back there when you said we were all going to teach Jia Shichun? All 12 of us? I won't object to selecting only a few of us with better aptitude to be educators. By the way, we already have an established internal hierarchy based on the sum of each other's abilities. Of course, the results weren't entirely to my satisfaction, due to an unexpected incident. Miss Aldous, that is a statement mired in narrowed vision rife with factual refractions. I am of the stance that the qualities of a good teacher are defined not by such statistics. So you must be the one who placed last on that scale. Poor you sang. That's true, he's not even on the scale. Just don't say anything, bud. Best not to stand out like a sore thumb. I may have overreacted then. My lord had said that from the virtuous we may learn to replicate their merits, from the flawed we may learn to avoid their failings, as long as the student is willing to learn. Anyone, anything, can be a teacher. A sore thumb! I, also, to embrace this teaching, seek from all those who we come across. Just what in the heavens are you doing? I am preparing a lesson plan for Yang Shichun, our family hierarch. Wow, you sure got on it fast. So, what are these yellow wormy things here? Aha! 'Tis a star, twinkle twinkling in its radiance. According to the schedule you prepared, the student would have -3 hours available for sleep. This lesson plan's execution will require cooperation from T-Corp. Yeah, it would be a mistake most fatal indeed. I shall correct it post-haste. Tsugung was staring at Don Quixote's expression of her wild artistic merit upon the curriculum with the usual crescent-mooned eyes. Yeah, a star sticker for the star student. Exactly. She's got her head in the right place. Oh, wait, is that supposed to be Zigong's grimace? Of course. Each to their own, I suppose. Need not to be shaken by every little thing until we have their actual lesson plans in hand. Hey, thanks for putting your faith in us, Zigong. We barely have any of that to go around ourselves, so I understand it couldn't be this easy. You could say that I have learned my lesson. The recent events have taught me that this path of learning is truly one without end. An accurate schedule for an average student. Any students here can confirm that you're getting negative hours of sleep? Please sleep more. Please sleep lots. Not just more, but like a decent, what is it? 8 hours? Yes, always? Good. College? Wait, always as in always negative hours? Not good then. College is draining. That's true. I've been there, done that. Don't want to experience it ever again. Another student. And another one. And another one. DJ Khaled. You guys get sleep? Oh god. What do you mean? How do I like force you guys to sleep? I'm gonna punch your lights out. Is that gonna work? I'm gonna reach through my monitor and just be like, bam, close your eyes. I see that you've all individually worked on your lesson plans as per Zigong's request. Wait, she's cute. Is that what she looks like under all the bandages and the masks and the hat? She's really cute. I understand now. When you guys are like, Zilu and Zigong, my wife, I get it. I understand. I need to blow. I have received a total of 12 lesson plans. You're getting -6? Oh, it's getting worse. We went from like -3 to like, yes, always -3 to like -6? How does that work? Hold on. Shouldn't there be 13 of them? Even the executive manager has decided to spare the precious time to teach a class. Yeah. I handed in my lesson plan too. That is because... Oh, she looks so freaking cool. Oh, I love her so much. I love her design, guys. I love her design. It's so freaking cute. She has a little buddy pin on her. Oh, so who didn't do their homework? After a brief silence, everyone turned around and looked at one of the sinners. Who is it? I'm gonna guess that it's probably... Do you think it's Heathcliff? No, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think it's Heathcliff. Maybe because this is Canto 8, I'm gonna say it's Honglu. Oh. I trusted, bro. I trusted him. Never gonna trust this again. It ain't me. Oh, keep trusting him. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it's he did hand in his homework. He's a good student, star student. He gets a star sticker. Ah, please. At least try to make a compelling argument. Who else other than you could it possibly... It's me? Really? Is this the Sinclair Canto, guys? You? Sink? You've been acting out of character a lot recently. What's going on? Well, that's... Sinclair was drenched in sweat for some reason. Actually, In Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers, each filled to the brim with, "He's a star student." I was like, this is so out of character for him, but no, he's got like, he's got a lot of work. What are those papers? Phew, I'm done. Sorry, I got too into making a lesson plan and just couldn't stop myself from writing. Phew. Sinclair couldn't have appeared more proud as he placed that big bundle of sweat-soaked papers in Zilu's hands. I love this guy. He's so cute. He's like, I gotta take responsibility for my objection. So I'm gonna try extra hard. And she receives it with mild trepidation. You seem to have dedicated quite the momentous effort in drawing up this lesson plan. What's up with her? Let's start reviewing from the first of the stack. 108 analytical approaches to the aesthetes AAA. What does AAA mean? And how do you plan to explore all 108 approaches in a month? Appreciation of artistry and assassinations. Ooh. Ooh. F you. Went too far. Wait, sorry. Flip a page and continue reading for those 108 approaches. What paint did you use? It's quite viscous and the paper is partially melted. Lady, watch yourself. You almost got some on my arm. A painting? Huh. It's it. Zilu? Entrails coating the world? Now you know how aesthetes appreciate the artistry of slaughter. Just what the hell did he paint in that paper? Hey, get it together! Zilu stumbled briefly. Whatever was on the paper must have given her quite the shock. She's so cute. You're right, she's so gamoy. My mind wandered for a moment. This is too dangerous to be used for a lesson, thus it goes to the discard pile. Weak sauce. Zilu crumbled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it out of sight. Next, Intro to Societal Reintegration. Impressive title. Chapter 1. How to shake hands with your left hand when the situation calls for it. Chapter 2. Exploration of exclusively long-sleeve fashion and practices. Chapter 3. Projecting confidence and why having a bug arm is totally cool. It's Gregor. It's you know how it is. Be proud of who you are and all that philosophical stuff, philosophy stuff. Guys, I actually think Gregor should write a book. I wanted this lesson to give a bit of how do I pronounce this word? Paradigm shift, when we all come to see our flaws not as failings but as evidence of our individuality, which will usher in a world where we can carry on with our lives, no matter what kind of arm we have. Discard. Next. Zilu quickly flipped through the pages. Intro to Denigrative Linguistics. Subheading, the power of words. Sticks and stones may break their bones, so let's add words to the pile. My credentials include the ability to dress down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. Oh, I love Addis. I have plans for applications as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to disguising compliments and criticisms and vice versa. I love the sadistic nature of Addis, guys. She's great. All of this seems rather difficult to learn. I have concluded from my hitherto observations that Jiashi Twin is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instructions to a T, and I guarantee you that this cadet shall be able to have the upper hand in any verbal confrontations. Is this a curriculum to make the best brawler or the best family hierarch out of me? Zulu seemed quite interested, but Jiashi Twin's vehement veto eventually overruled the suggestion. Veto. Negative pi hours. I love pi. On Justice, another impressive title. Subheading, Methodologies of Captivating Entire Room of Preoccupied Audience. Discard. Fee on thee, wherefore? Next. A praxis of ego spitting concerning intramural conflict between the self and the reflection of paradoxically fractured theory of idealism in which one attempts to open an opening door to open the door. Utterly incomprehensible. Discard. Perhaps Miss Briosha's advice to truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest. Survival and Exploration. 21 Reasons to Pay Attention when the exploration team leader is given advice in an upcoming adventure. Case study for 30 horrible mistakes that occurred because the team was distracted during the leader's lecture. How to track down a troublemaker who tries to sweep trouble under the rug while the team leader isn't looking. Someone ignored my advice that we should have been moving 2 steps ahead. Finally, I've narrowed them down to 3 culprits. Wait, I forgot to take that part out. And into the shredder it went. When did the paper shredder get here? The art of using yawning as a cover for popping a cookie or 2 into your mouth, especially useful when getting lectured. Hey, if you get good enough, you can do that with nuts, too. So it was you who made those crunching noises in our last meeting. What? Nah, do you take me for an amateur? The art of social maneuvers. How to let it flow through you. How to not make things awkward when you walk right into someone's bad-mouthing you. The most important part of this art is to flash a refreshing smile in a way that looks earnest. It helps when you convince yourself that smiling is what brings good fortune. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause, and making them hesitate. I remember that. Big Bro used that technique to confuse a lot of Dagwanyan's people who hated him. Everyone's speaking from experience. I love this. They should all write books. Actually, these are books. I see. This. I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shredder. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is received. Sorry. This lesson plan was designed based on Rodion's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself. Look, in my defense, I didn't know he considered that to be his unique strength, okay? You know what? I think that's one great quality of Merceau. Love that about him. Let us consider whether standing in complete stillness for a week is a quality one might seek in a family hierarch. This one is certainly interesting. What separates bravado from bravery? Jackshite! Sawed off and grab your weapons! Yep, always gotta read the full print. Ha! It's my philosophy. The reason didn't necessarily need to be considered before coming to blows. Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarch's qualities, but our focus is not on developing a hierarch of a syndicate. Next. Information disparity as a driver of inequitable treatment. Oh? Huh, that's actually the most interesting sounding one so far. And the application of engineering frameworks. Okay, it's kind of losing me, but I'm still on board. For systematic resolution and rational, self-interest-driven societies, and... Is it still going? That was 1/5 of the full title. It seemed that the same trouble has hindered both you and I. Every word in that title was added for its absolute necessity. I get it why people ship Faust and you sang. Indeed, indeed. After she had gone through the majority of her lesson plans. Finally. Now that that's over... yes, it's finally my turn. Phew. Sinclair sighed with the gravitas of someone who has been bestowed with the most important mission in his life. Thinking back, even in school, I used to daydream about becoming a teacher myself. I thought I could be good at it. So, I guess you could say that I'm pretty happy to be given an opportunity like this. Oh, he's so cute! I call my lesson the theory on self-overcoming. We have to accept that everyone stumbles at first, but by always striving to be a better person than I was yesterday... Hey, but what if I, like, who I was yesterday more? Oh, like myself yesterday more. That's okay. Everyone has their own unique potential sleeping deep inside them. So, with everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you. Let me teach you how to not doubt your own capabilities, how to always shoot higher. Hold on, you had me for a second there. But what's up with acting like you're an infinitely more enlightened person than I am? Of course, I prepared a speaking class where you can learn how to speak with modesty, too. I never would have imagined Sinclair would be this into it. Yeah, too bad he's so into it, he's not even listening to what She Twin's saying. Following that, your company's, it seems Delu has completed her review. Oh, I see. Now, how's everything going, everyone? Class prep going well? My curriculum most is special. Okay, so that's a no. That was Sa's impression upon taking a quick glance at Don Quixote, who was sobbing and cradling the shredded pieces of her lesson plan with her hands. Well, it wasn't a complete bust, at least. Sinclair's lesson plan survived. Phew. Miss Zagong, Miss Sod, I prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plans. Would you like to take a look? But Zagong and Sod weren't looking at the dozens of lesson plans Sinclair presented so proudly before their eyes. They were looking away. Zagong, especially, was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity. So, he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining this to Lou? Oh no, are we getting rid of all of them? They worked so hard on this. I could not bring myself to tell him. Apologies. So, this young man produced this entire sizable stack of lesson plans, all on his own. I see. Weakness has found its way into your heart in the face of such earnest effort. I understand. However, it has been decided that Sinclair will not be participating as one of Jia Twin's teachers. Or should I call you pupil, Sinclair, to be exact? What? This has gotta be a mistake, right? Isn't Shitwin the pupil here? No, there haven't been any mistakes. My lord has specifically instructed that you are to learn from this as well. What? What? Seriously? This isn't right? Guys, this isn't right. Now this looks like a proper classroom. It would have felt pretty dang empty if it's just a twin sitting here all on her own, don't you think? Besides, I bet Sync's a resident expert in going to schools, right? School is a luxury for me, you know? Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I ever wanted to go back to school. You should learn to be grateful. Don't dole out my teachings to just anyone. Don't forget what we have to redo the whole lesson plan under their supervision. How does you always get on your own soapbox and try to lecture everyone about everything after every single battle anyway. And you, Ishmael, you always get hyperfixated on something. Once you find something interesting, you never stop talking about it for 3 hours at least, and... I will ensure that you receive the best education I can provide, Sinclair. Hold on, Isang, I thought we were the underdog duo. Remember during our checkup when I said we got this? We were going to get this together? And the evaluation painted a twisted picture of the true scale of strength, the sole measure of which erroneously relied entirely on physical might. I shall not hesitate to impart knowledge for those who require education. Congratulations, my lady. You have found yourself a deskmate, which some also call a bestie, depending on desk placement. That's her oomph, guys. Oh, she's so cute. Hello, Era. Hello, Stixon. Welcome in. Deskmate? Bestie? What the heck does any of that mean? Huh? Jia Twin's eyes widened with confusion, as though she just heard the words for the first time in her life. When I first met her, when she was 16, she explained to me that she hadn't attended any school-like institutions. This is part for the rest of the course for children of the Hongyuan who was raised for the purpose of becoming the next family hierarch. The reason being that schools can be a perfect place for assassinate someone. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Mark. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that felt good. So, deskmates and besties? Sinclair began to explain, seemingly resigned to the fact that he was essentially going back to school for a month with the other sinners as his teachers. Usually sit next to each other and help one another out. A bestie might nudge the other awake when they doze off, share their homework with one another if one forgot to do theirs. They usually end up being included in the best memories of each other's school time. So not very important at all, huh? I think I got this on my own. I don't need a bestie. Rejected. It may have come a few years late, but I am moved that my lady has finally had a chance to experience school. Same here. I remember it like yesterday. Shitrin would sit and watch other kids walk to school from a distance, tears welling in her eyes. Dude! Oh, that reminds me. One day, out of nowhere, she started saying something about eating from lunchboxes with friends. I haven't a clue as to how or where she even heard about it, but she snuck into the kitchen and... Wait, don't you guys have lesson plans to write? Come on, hurry. 3 days are ticking down. We only got 30 days! Of course. Unfortunately, I have become quite occupied with another task of great importance, assisting away with indexing and reviewing various documents that are in critical need of organizing. Thus, I must leave the lesson planning task to you two, Zilu and Miss Zod. Have you any thoughts on this matter? Slacker. What was that? Nah, I said nothing. It's school time! Back to school! Back to school with the Sinner. School is cool. Okay, I'm gonna go on a small 3-minute break, guys. Ads are about to start. I might as well just start them now. I'm gonna grab some hot chocolate, because I deserve it. You guys also deserve a snack, and get something nice to drink. Get a snack, get some water, stretch. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. remembered to do neck rolls. To unstiff my neck. I was doing a little bit of stretches. I did a lot of things, guys. I got my hot chocolate. I did stretches. I went to use the bathroom. That was a very good break for me. I hope it was also a really good break for you guys. Are the rules helping? Somewhat. I think I just need to move around a little bit more. Because sitting for hours at a time is like not great for me. Ugh. The peak is now. The 30 days of class. This is a really fun interval so far. I'm enjoying it. You got some cold chocolate. Isn't that just chocolate milk? Isn't cold chocolate just chocolate milk? How does that work? Actually, my hot chocolate has it's like vegan hot chocolate, so there's no milk in here. It's just chocolate. Oh, it's refrigerated chocolate. Oh, so not like a drink or actual chocolate. Refrigerated chocolate. 30 days of classes. It's both? Like the bar? Chocolate water. I don't know, it's good though. Like, I enjoy this. Anyways. Don't shame on my chocolate water. Gotta get you a standing desk and one of those small treadmills. I really want one. I really want one. Maybe like one day next year. Ugh. Zulu and Sod appear to have aged several years overnight, their faces sunken and sallow. First it was coffee, now it's chocolate. To be fair, winter is coming. Yes, it is getting cold here for me. It's like slowly going towards the negatives. Celsius. Degrees Celsius. Just put a little milk. I could, but like, I'm good without it. Like, I did it the first time. I was like, let me just put a little bit of half-half. Like a half-half creamer in here. But the second time I tried it without it, and I'm like, it's less creamy, but do I even need the creamer, right? It's just extra calories. That's it. And it tastes almost the same. You're in Canada? I'm in Canada too, yeah. We're both Canadian. Canadian? Next you're gonna tell us you microwave water? Why would I do that? No, I have one of those, you know those hot water kettles where it keeps it warm for a long time? The Zojirushi or whatever it's called, the Japanese one? Yeah, Canada gang! Canada gang! Canada gang, rise up! Okay, let's continue. Finally! Soy boy. Soy boy, please. Please don't microwave water. I mean, it works. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'd say it's not the best way to heat up water, just because like it heats up multiple places around the water, and it doesn't actually, like, you know, heat up in the way that you want it to. Just get a kettle. Like, you could even boil it on a stove in the saucepan. When the American embassy sent a digital letter to England saying that microwaving water is the correct way? I don't know. There's like something about like using radioactive waves. Sorry, just like waves, heat waves to heat up something is like, it's still a very strange concept to me. Cause like in my head I'm like, I could just use fire. Right? Something about the microwave. I don't know. It's just the microwaves. It's a great, neat technology and a very great invention. But like I'm the type of person who would rather cook food on top of a stove and heat up water on top of a stove or in a kettle. After referencing the idiosyncrasies and various statistical data available to us regarding each sinner, we managed to come up with an appropriate curriculum. Oh my god, Soy Boy, you're making it worse for yourself. Don't do that. I was like, you know what? I was like, okay, it's not bad microwaving water. There are better options. It's not bad. It still works, right? You know, but come on, bacon, really? You could. There's a frying pan. You need the crispy edges. A microwave isn't gonna do that for you. Please, please eat good bacon. Please, not the microwave. A plate, some paper towels comes out crispy. Does it actually? Okay, hold on. I need to try this one day. I actually need to try this one day. Just use an air fryer or something, please. That's true because like all the oils just start splashing everywhere in the microwave. Why are you boiling your bacon in a pot? You guys are scaring me. I have discovered that if you make hot chocolate with chocolate milk as a liquid and add whatever you preferred hot chocolate mix makes really awesome hot chocolate. That is something I need to try. I love chalky milk. I love it so much, and I love hot chocolate too, but like what if we mix them both together? But isn't that just chocolate and milk? I need to try a lot of things. I can't take this. Are you guys okay? If I can survive whatever Soy Boy is telling us, then everyone here should be fine. I'm in Toronto University and I've done it once, just not with paper plate. Are you living in the dorms? Sorry, don't answer that. Don't dox yourself. Toronto gang! Double choco milk. Yeah, chocolate. Yeah, to the power of 2. Chocolate powered. What was it? Someone said Konichi Wanwan's Microskis. Mr. Lu. Apologies. Sleep deprivation has relieved me of clear mind. The path of an educator is truly a grueling one. Squared, sorry. I'm clearly... See, this is what I mean by I need to go back to school. I need to go back to math class. Art student, shake my head. I'm an art student dropout, by the way, so it's even worse. I didn't even finish art school, guys. I went to art school and I was like, nah, I'm gonna start working at a factory now. And I did exactly that. Still thanks to Mr. Jacho's methodology you shared. We did manage to find a way to make this quite efficient. Efficient, huh? To be a true family hierarch, there are dozens, hundreds of virtues one must understand and master, however. To do so in 30 days, as promised, is an implausible effort. Thus, we have categorized the countless virtues in 3 supercategories. And their occult. I'm having dinner now, KFC. Oh, share. But I want to see a reaction to this, I'm a lurk. Share. Have a good meal, but share. What is that? Is that chi? So what are these supposed to be? It's Zhi, Yong, and Ren. Zhi, wisdom. The wise lose neither people nor words. To hold one's silence and needs of speech shall cost them people. To speak in need of silence shall cost them words. A reasonable sequence of logic. Yong, courage, the ability to overcome fear, to act decisively. Have too much of it and risk becoming a brute. Have too little and risk becoming a craven. It needs harmony and balance. So how far are we allowed to go with corporal punishment again? I recall no instance of any discussion regarding corporal punishment. And Ren, humanity, is the benevolence of the heart, the compass of behavior that dictates respect towards every human. You think she's gonna become Super Saiyan? That'd be great. Turns blonde, hair defies gravity, shoots up into the air. Clearly, most of these faculties of the school are severely lacking in all 3 of your criteria. Just how do you think they'll be able to teach students anything? Yeah, like a certain someone who needs a lesson in Ren. Are you sure I'm in good hands? Just what the heck am I supposed to learn here? Where's Wei? Mr. Wei and Mr. Gong are currently quite preoccupied with handling the monumental task of paperwork. You're gonna put in food chat? Your KFC? I'm not gonna look at it. It's gonna make me jealous. Alright. Mr. Wei wanted me to deliver this message to you. Be strong, my lady. Wei! Despite her protestations, the 30 days of classes commenced. Air fried chocolate? Have you guys burned chocolate before? Because I have. I burnt it in a microwave. I think that might have... What the hell is happening here? I put it in a microwave. This is why I hate microwaves, guys. I put it in on a plate in a microwave and it came out burnt. I was trying to melt it. Okay, how the hell does this work? Mandatory class. Metaphysical approach to ego and the reflected world. Do I have to choose one of these? Oh, it's mandatory, so it's already decided for me. I just have to click begin class. What is this? Oh. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you switch them. Oh. Combo? What? What is this? Genshin Impact? Resume classes, okay. You can just melt it with hot water in a bowl? Yeah, I was a stupid kid. Don't put chocolate in a microwave, guys. It doesn't work. Because it only heats up like a part of the chocolate. It doesn't like really melt it. It just burns it. My name is Isang. That is all. You know what this feels like? This feels like a visual novel. The class I prepared for this day. Aha. I've heard plenty of your mirror tech. Which makes me wonder, going by the level of advancement in that technology, couldn't you have approached it from a different angle? Don't boil an egg in a microwave because it will explode. It will actually explode. I'm not even kidding. It's going to die. You know how technology advancements usually work? People invent for the sake of creation, only to have their inventions inevitably warped into weapons of destruction. This is a visual novel? This is a gacha game. That feels like a visual novel. It might as well just be a visual novel, guys. I haven't done any gaming. Indeed, you show much promise already. As you surmise now, the mirror has, in the past, almost been employed to shatter possibilities instead of reflecting them. You can poach eggs in a microwave no problem. Is it because of the lack of shell? Doesn't the yolk explode? I'm sure that's the angle most others wanted to see happen. Removal of potential risks. Sounds much more palatable than potential itself to some people, after all. How do you feel about steaming potatoes in a microwave? These just sound like terrible ideas. How about steaming a potato with in a steamer? It's called a steamer, right? For steaming things. A microwave is for microwaving. A steamer is for steaming? Correct again. Yet destruction was a word that bore too much suffering from my heart. My soul, aghast from abandonment in my quondam fellows and my life's work, making myself a fugitive from the past. How did you bring yourself to just abandon it all? I conversed. With who? With myself. That lies within myself. As you are aware, the mirror's reflection extends beyond the veils of our own reality. It reflects the potentialities, the latent strength, in the world. Yet, even among them, the reflection of the greatest importance is that of itself. Let not the innumerable words of the mirror enchant your gaze. First, one must direct their studies inward and reflect upon oneself. If I stab them with a fork 10 times each and put it in 10 minutes, it's cooked. What? You can do that? 10 times each in different places, right? You know what? I'm just gonna boil my potatoes. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing with microwaves. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into a mirror. Jashichun has grown! Guys, we're evolving. Now, if you were prepared, do explain what you see in the mirror. You needn't haste. For some reason, Shichuan appeared to hesitate before the mirror. Hey, you know... Oh no, not the microwave steak. Please don't do that. No, you're gonna ruin a good steak, guys. Best way to cook a steak is just cook its edges. Don't microwave it from the inside. Don't do that. It's been a while since I looked in the mirror for so long. My lady, do you recall Sunjin of the Shi family who contacted you for a meeting? Yeah, the guy who said he was going to show me a precious flower that blooms only at night? I remember that you were vehemently against me going out there, so I stayed inside. I wonder what kind of flower it was. Don't tell me you were actually looking forward to meeting him, my lady. Oh, of course not. You were wise to stay inside. It was revealed that you weren't the only person who was invited, my lady. That vile man has hired a group of assassins to ambush the meeting spot, and would have been waiting there to spring the trap had you gone. But apparently, he was outplayed, and had his limbs and his head torn off as punishment. What a relief, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad I didn't go away. You were right. If only you still had the Wu branch under your control. Stop it. We agreed to move on from that, remember? We don't have to talk about it. I was brushing my hair and looking in the mirror as we were talking. But I realized I no longer recognized the girl in the mirror. I don't know why, but I found it so hard to meet her eyes. But I brushed it off because I had to. An experience like that was going to be a common occurrence anyway, and the family hierarchy war was always looming on the horizon. Perhaps what you felt may have been shame, but it is paramount to face oneself nonetheless, nay, especially so if it was. And Sinclair, what do you see? I see... Well, I just see myself smiling. I don't see what's so out of ordinary. But it seemed like Sinclair couldn't really bring himself to face the mirror. Hey, after what we just discussed, I think I understand something now. Now that I had some quiet time looking at my reflection, I think I uncovered a part of myself I had hidden away for a long time. You dressed up as Yisang for Halloween? Oh, that's fun. I want to have, like... None of my friends play Limbus Company, by the way. It'll be fun if, like, all of my friends also played Limbus. And then we just dressed up as the sinners. Have a good lurk, Scotchy. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking in the mirror. That's the spice bush. I learned how to be more true to myself. Okay, I guess it's just the same thing. Class metaphysical approach to ego and the reflected world leveled up to expert. Library Ruina? No, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming the game. I will play it myself though. Have a good lurk, non-discoverable. And thank you for the full kinetic. Hello, hello. Okay, mandatory class? Select a class for this time slot. I probably... How the heck do I do that? This is mandatory. It's fine. Oh. Oh, that's how I do it. Wait, go away. You know what? This is my only option. Tis true, the station of teachings is prone to imbue one with a sense of bashfulness. Sinclair and Citrin both sat with a bit of apprehension as well, which is understandable given what Sod told them some time before the lesson started. Some time ago. Aldous, who'd been glaring daggers at Don Quixote for a long while, finally decided to voice her doubts to Sod. So, what is Don Quixote, that woman, supposed to teach? Have you not considered that her usual flippancy might only cause more trouble than it's worth? You worry too much, Aldous. Well, she may not look it. Don Quixote is extremely well versed in those adventure tales. And why would any of that matter? Have you yourself considered that fixers often appear when history is in the making? Hey, let us see here. Don Quixote took a second to savor the moment, as though she had been preparing her whole life for it, then continued. Amongst the greatest fixers whose honored names are engraved in history, verily, let us commence the lesson with the tale of the fixer Yue. This tale beginneth in the year... Sometime later. Are you done? Just how can she continue to talk at such length? She's been going on for ages. This cometh the time to test thy dedication to this class, and the knowledge that should naturally come with it. A pop quiz, if thou wilt. Where did they get these big buttons from? When did she even find the time to prepare this? I assure thee, 'tis a quiz of entirely reasonable difficulty, if thou hast paid attention in class. Worry thee not. Does this pop quiz have prizes? Aha! But of course, I have come prepared for such inquiries. For each correct answer, I shall bestow upon thee from the very treasure chest of mine these precious, precious fixer badges. Forsooth, I did not let a single day go by in which I did not polish each and every one of them in 3 separate occasions at the very least. Hi, Rimuru, welcome in. Been smoking ribs last night, slow and with honey jalapeno glaze. Stop this! It's almost my lunchtime. You guys are terrible. Don't do this to me. With raw honey and bacon. Shh. How do I delete a message? I'm using a cured apple with thick cut bacon. Or this is just getting worse. It's gonna be tonight's dinner. Oh God. No. Where's my smoked ribs, guys? Yeah, where's mine? How many hours are you smoking it for? Holy crap. You have to like be up at the middle of the night just to check on the temperature all the time, right? Click on name, click delete. I can't do that from OBS. This is God. I'm not saying this again. We're not seeing the ribs. I don't want to think about the ribs. I have 20 minutes. I have 20 minutes until I can get food, until I can put food in my stomach. 19 hours? Holy crap. It better be good. You better not fuck it up. I'll post it on Discord when they're done. Ribs. I cannot wait to see them. I'm looking forward to the pictures. Those precious, precious fixer badges. Oh, okay, I already read this part. Her polishing it. I get it, Don Quixote, I get it. I don't know. I don't really need them. Hold thought applause, for there is a bonus reward for the victor, who by the end of this match carries more badges. How do I delete YouTube comments? I'm not gonna see this too. Shut up! Stop hunger baiting me! You guys are terrible! Terrible! I'm learning to mod. My mods aren't here, so I have to do this myself. Did they post it on YouTube too? They did. I had to open up my whole browser and go to my stream. Thou shalt attain the role of protagonist on the theatrical play in my making. Fixer Chronicles UFA. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm still not really... It's not doing anything for either of us. It's pretty useless reward, but if you're turning this into a competition, I won't lose. Seriously? What? Scared you'll lose? In history? Is history your weakness or something? I'll have you know that I was a teacher's pet in every single history class I took. And I'll have you know I was, no matter the subject, showered with praise from every master you've ever had. Okay? If that's how you want to play it, I'll have you know that I was a prodigy in other classes too. I did great in art classes, pretty good in math too. I was just being humble, but I didn't want to steal your thunder, Sichuan. Oh, then let me tell you that I was trained in the mastery of at least 10 different disciplines every single day, and on one of those days, you know, one of my masters told me, he said, "Looks like Miss Jia Sichuan's finally getting a feel for how friendships close in age are forged in school." That's good. No matter how excellent her masters were, there are some experiences you just can't learn from teachers. I tick-tocked in response. Test year 505? 505? What is the historical community's consensus of the most illustrious battle that Fixer Yafei is said to have partaken in? Allow me to impart in thee a major clue. If thou hast paid attention as I discoursed upon the 5 pillages in which the Fixer Yafei was mentioned, this should not be a difficult question to answer. The Honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven, who attained triumph in the Battle of Rhino Tree in the year 465, has said what was the worst ideal she had to face in her career. I've got it. It's when she had to forge onward, despite watching her dear comrades fall one by one as they held the line to buy her time. Damn it, that was too slow. Fei Young Citron, thou'rt incorrect. Honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven is recorded to have testified the worst ordeal in her career when she was forced to stand before her enemies with hair that was not luscious. And the supply line breakage caused her regular delivery of nutritional supplements to cease. What thou hast suggested, young Sichuan, was her 17th most difficult ordeal. She's speaking like she was actually there. Thine impression is quite understandable, for I am trained in the ways of vividly regaling these tales, but most of these tales I have learned from books. Much did I anticipate an opportunity to regale these tales to such an audience, enough to study the ways of minstrels. There was a clear look of pride in her twinkling eyes. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her go. Time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures. Oh, morale went up. What was the secret technique Honorable Fixer Lysander employed in the resolution of the case of the Fate Forest? Speak his name in full. I've got it. It's Summer's Night Fantasia. Yet I cannot let pass an unmotivated retelling of his super ultimate move. Hardly could one internalize the true noble spirit of Fixers by simply reciting it with such apathy. Thou must recreate the exact pose and the enunciation. Are you kidding me? come on. You can do this, Joshua Twin. You can do this. This is nothing. Illusions of Midsummer Night shall devour the whole summer night fantasia. Thine enunciation was quite shaky upon illusions, yet thou hast demonstrated sufficient courage. Thus I bestow upon thee this badge. I grow tired of this nonsense. Just how much longer are you planning to drag us on? This muttered the hero, then declared, I shall tear this evil storm asunder and find place for the blade at the center of thy heart. Dante, lights, left side. Gotcha. Don Quixote, who was watching Sinclair and Joshua Twin's two-person play, silently wept her tears away. Bravo, bravo! Certain minor details were missed, such as that Yue the Fixer was left-handed, and that he had a habit of playing with the lighter in his left pocket before every duel, yet 'twas a wonderful reenactment indeed. I have no other critique to impart upon thee. When faced with great adversity in thine adventures, rekindle the memory of Yue the Fixer's final duel. Remember it well. Thus cometh to an end the lessons of today. It was just for a moment, but I think I'm starting to get it. I get why she is so obsessed with fixers. Clutched tightly in Sichuan's hands were the badges Don Quixote had gifted her. I guess she won both competitions. Ooh, we've got Faust now. Oh, big boom. 5 big boom. Sorry, just one big boom. Just boom. Sorry. I need my hot chocolate. This is a component. This is a component part taken from the structure that forms H-Corp. This may prove to be an opportunity to conduct an in-depth analysis in the nature of the former H-Corp singularity, which has been enduring for such a long time. Hello, Yua. Welcome in. It's been a while. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Sometimes I forget that you're a PM fan. I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that. Indeed. An opportunity to study the old H-Corp singularity is not one that comes often. As there was potential for integration to Mephistopheles, I made a request to disassemble a part of the bus's engine, but it was denied. A shame. You got a job? No, not the jobs! Aren't you the one who built Mephistopheles, though, Miss Faust? Mephistopheles is indeed Faust's work, but not all of it was mine. It is possible that Faust may never reveal every small detail that went into its creation. I would very much enjoy a chance to completely disassemble it, even its engines, so that it could be reassembled with my own hands. Yeah, sure. Oh, it blew up in her face. I did not expect that. So that's how it works. I think I get it. Didn't think this is how I get to learn more about the old H-Corp. I don't think I can do much against the reconstruction days right now, but this knowledge will certainly come in handy when the day comes for me to gradually dismantle that iniquitous thing. The day when Hongren can be placed where people can live without fear. Without the fear of the encroaching reconstruction days, without obsessively counting the rooms to see if they fall or not, until Hongren can be placed where he can sleep with the promise of safe tomorrows. I'm sure you can pull it off. Oh, and I learned a lot during this lesson too, Miss Faust. Oh, that's the blowing up. The voltage must have been set too high. repeating experiments with different combinations of fuses and wires. There was supposed to be a lesson somewhere in there, right? Hello, clock. Welcome in. Good morning. We keep going. Ah. I was completely absorbed in the exhilarating tales of fixers. I even forgot to breathe at one point. Please breathe. Please put those air into your lungs, the oxygen. Oh, expert now. Okay. You're going to your aunt's birthday party. Ooh, that's fun. Eat lots of food. I wish your aunt a happy birthday. Select a class for this semester, for this time slot. We need more young. The only person who gives that is Gregor. We're gonna shove Faust in there. Time to get pregnant. Unlike some other classes, which were more in the upbeat side of things. The room's air felt grim and solemn as soon as everyone saw what Gregor had written on the chalkboard. On war. Losing a winged war leaves a much larger, longer-lasting impact than some medium-sized enterprise closing up shop. Might be too soon to talk about this, but we came pretty damn close to one recently, didn't we? We were this close to a large-scale war breaking out right here, which absolutely would have happened if Misty Twin here failed to finish her ascension. It would have spread like wildfire, too. One second, let me blow my nose. Why am I so stuffy today? Bye, clock. The piece of chalk slipped from Gregor's fingers as he went to scribble something on the board. His left hand was trembling as though the room's temperature had plummeted only for him. Man, what has it gotta... Excuse me, Mr. Liu. Is it okay if I smoke? Go ahead. You good? Well, when else am I gonna get a chance to share the realities of war right to a wing chief executive officer's face, huh? The moments that just don't come off of your skin, no matter how hard you scrub at them. Hey, take a break if you need it. I'm going to listen to every word you have to say here today, no matter how long it takes. Man, do I appreciate that sentiment. Well, still though, you can't dilly-dally when Misty Twin's got other stuff to deal with, huh? So let's take a look at this, how things were at the very beginning of the Wing War. Now I know enough about urban and trench warfare to give an explanation of my own. You're also stuffy? If we split up the stuffiness, all of us won't be as stuffy, right? So, like, what if I pass it along? Not in like a contagious way, but like spiritually. Spiritual... Everybody gets a little bit of stuffiness today. Spiritual contagiousness. And that's why the smoke war fronts were mostly characterized by trench warfare. No one wants to risk fighting in concrete jungles where they would be surrounded by enemies at all times. You don't want it? You don't want my generosity? That's fine. I don't care. Double it and give it to the next person? You guys hate me! No one wants to risk fighting in concrete jungles where they'd be surrounded by enemies at all times. So everyone's trying to draw each other out to an open field battle, which naturally turned into trench warfare. course, every wing has a different singularity, so this isn't really applicable to all cases. It's just that the former G-Corps found flat planes easier to maneuver in. Oh, you're gonna take half of it? Thank you, gamer. Sorry, thank you, Graming. Thank you, Ice Graming. I can't call you Ice anymore because there's like too many ices. I feel like Dagwanya could make a pretty good use of Hongyuan as a defensive fortress, especially with its internal structure constantly shifting around, which the Heishu knows and uses very well. Exactly. This should explain why they were hesitating outside Dagwanyuan. Remember the thumb fellas? The one we met when we were going in circles? Not to mention how the Heishu all utilize the topography of Hongyuan differently. Even if one outsider were to get a reading on how one of the branches maneuver around Hongyuan, as long as the 12 Heishu branches are still standing, Hongyuan is still assailable. Well, despite going into all of that, I'm sure we all know what the best answer is in all warfare is. Not having a war in the first place. I'll be honest. Can't stop thinking about some of the stories you've been telling us. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to have to not only witness it, but go through all of that. We did visit your fathoms, Gregor, but that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. The city was devoured in smoke, its citizens in madness. He'd always shrug off those stories as ramblings of the past, but during the war, he stood at the center of the heartless machine that was the city, its every gear calibrated to slaughterhouse precision to maximize the death of its people. There, he must have witnessed things far worse than the worst the city presently has to offer. His eyes gazed beyond the veil of the bygone past, shaking restlessly in pursuit of what was no more. Oh boy, sorry fellows, I'm afraid I got carried away lamenting what happened that I forgot this was supposed to be a class. I'll be sure to prep something more useful next time. No, everything you told me was really solidified my resolve. This chaos within Hongyuan needs to come to an end soon, lest something so horrible could happen. I'm heading to my next class. Wait for me! Even after the two students had left, Gregor lingered in that room for a while, lighting up cigarette after cigarette without erasing what he wrote on the chalkboard. Smoke soon filled the room. He left only after almost emptying the entire pack. I've kind of missed this Gregor, because he's always just been like comedic relief in a way. They don't really bring out the dark side of his past very often. Alright. Oh, it's Honglu this time. And then we're gonna need more Yong. And we're gonna need more Zhi. There we go. How are classes going, Sichuan? I'm not you, big bro. I pay attention in class. Oh, hello, Miss Dayu. She was really insistent on helping me out, even though I refused because she looked so preoccupied. The moment I found out about the contents of the lesson plan, I simply could not allow him to do this alone. Looks like it's going to be another serious class. Apologies for the delayed greetings. Dayu of the Lin family formally extends her greetings to the venerable hierarch. Been a while since I heard the greeting around here. Oh, true. I remember looking at combos. I forgot about that. Wait, what about Big Sis Bao Chai? Are you sure it's okay for a Xue family's bodyguard to be here? I'm no longer employed as Miss Bao Chai's guard. Wait, don't tell me you got Everything I did that day, including accompanying you, was under Miss Bao Chai's orders. As for why she no longer needed my services, I don't understand myself. She suddenly let me go after the trouble was over. So, what's there for you to teach me, big bro? Your last lesson plan was not about making things awkward. About not making things awkward got vetoed by Zulu, so... You could have taught me a thing or two if we were still kids. But, come on. You spent most of your time stuck in Yi Hongyuan before leaving Hongyuan. I don't know what you could possibly have to teach me. Don't you worry, Sichuan. This is the one thing I think I'm pretty good at. My lesson for Sichuan and Sinclair is... In clear, neat handwriting, Honglu wrote Surviving Hongyuan on the chalkboard. Oh, well, I don't think I need any help in that department from you. Look, I know you've had your share of assassination attempts, big bro, but Jamu, I mean, the previous hierarch and the Elder's favor sheltered you from the worst of it. She's not wrong. Back when we had to fight our way through the bunch of sweepers, weren't you also one of the handful who got assassinated? Oh, that? I was wandering the hallways because I felt like something was off about my room. Until Dante told us all to go back to our rooms, of course. So it's Dante's fault. Ooh, wait, it was my fault? You do have some intuition, I'll give you that. Looks like I'm going to have to prove myself. Dayu, will you mind preparing that thing? You have my utmost faith, but please do practice caution. Hello, Nero. Welcome in. Some time later, Lin Dayu appeared with 4 bowls splishing with tea before sprinkling some powder into one of them. Thank you for the follow, Kenka. Welcome in. Oh, what's that? That's powdered wolfsbane. I see where this is going. You're going to teach me how to tell which of these bowls contain poison, right? You can stop now. I learned to recognize infamous poisons like wolfsbane when I was 7. If it was something as tame as what you were suggesting, venerable hierarch, I would not have been here to accompany him. Lin Dayu continued her process, sprinkling wolfsbane powder into 2 more bowls. Honglu, who was watching that with oddly contented expression, closed his eyes. Please mix them up, Dayu. Okay, wait, what? We stared in confusion, but we could hardly tell what was going on with the speed at which Lin Dayu swapped around the bowls. When we looked back at Honglu, there were 3 silver spoons in his hand. These silver spoons were custom made at Da Guanyuan's request, a must-have item for children of the 4 great houses. They can detect non-sulfuric poison as well. Yeah, I know. They're actually, Yeah, actually what? It's nothing. Ho-ho, in Hongyuan, where we are beset by threats of assassination from all directions, knowledge alone isn't enough to save you. What the heck are you... Honglu opens his eyes before Jia Shichun and finished her sentence. Then he throws the silver spoon in his hands like throwing pins towards 3 of the bowls. And immediately chugs the 4th bowl, which he hadn't thrown a spoon at. Silver can detect some poisons. I heard that that's why the Korean chopsticks are all silver. Or they're metal. Holy crap! Are you insane? You barely even checked them for... Shirin's new art tea is always delicious, even when cooled. The 3 silver spoons Honglu had cast earlier were slowly melting away after quickly becoming tarnished black. Is wolfsbane poison supposed to melt through metal? People like to be thorough with their poisons in Da Guanyuan, since everyone's been trained for immunity since childhood. You have to make a mixture of various poisons to have a real effect. Fine. I don't even want to argue. What's your secret? I want to know too. Do they sound different or something? I just went with my hunch. Just a hunch? How are we supposed to learn that? We're not Heathcliff, you know. He didn't have to bring Heathcliff into this. You'll get a hang of it after a few tries. I'll help you out. Shall we begin with 2 bowls? Trust your gut feeling. I was reading this somewhere, but apparently gut feeling is kind of like... It's like clairvoyance. That's exactly what it is. Gut feeling is just clairvoyance. I managed to tell the difference between the bowls by reading Honglu and Dayu Settle tells. Have a good lurk, Apollo. I see. When you say you avoided whatever felt wrong with a hunch, you were reflexively identifying the threat by reading the room and connecting it to intuitive experiences. I played Disco Elysium. I played like the beginning parts of it. I streamed it actually. I streamed it when I only had like 1 viewer in chat. It was like last year. It was around the time when I started streaming. Aha! We're using Miss Dayu's anxious breathing to clue you in. So, this is how you managed to survive for so long? Listen carefully, Shichuan. I know that the depths of each Heisho will come to your aid with a flick of your wrist. And I know that your residence, Nuanshan Wu, would be engineered by the best craftsmen to become a safe fortress stocked to the brim with all kinds of useful boluses to protect your life. Even still, there will come a day when you start to feel this creeping sensation whose origin you can't identify, and when it dies, I hope you won't brush off that sensation as nothing. You're worrying over nothing. Jia Shichuan whipped around away from Honglu as if to express dissatisfaction, but her softened expression told me that she was glad to see him worried. What a good brother-sister bonding experience. Arc Elysium with the high art cop? What does that mean? Every 6 days. What is happening here? Every 6 days, you will be subject to midterms prepared by the board of directors, Jia Yuanchun. A palanquin has been prepared to take you to the exam sites, and only by passing the test may Jia Shichuan retain her status as the family hierarch. My lady. Oh, don't worry yourself over much, Master Wei. You sound like you're at a funeral. She will pass these tests with ease, as long as she had been diligently taking her classes. No, it's... I simply hope I can survive until she returns. A scene that Wei's rather funereal voice wasn't just out of his concern for Sichuan. Wei, are you sure you're okay? I can't escape them, even in dreams. The unfinished bundles of paperwork cascading over me like a storm, burying me. Steel yourself, for that is no dream at all. In fact, never have I once seen paperwork trained in the arts of airwalking until now. I must be severely sleep-deprived. Looks like we're not the only ones going through the ringer. Yay! Slash resist? What is this? Anyways. Get the good ending. What? There's a good ending? Taxidermy Geniuses. Fixer Association Encyclopedia for Dummies. You can fail a class? Oh, there's so many combos. Oh my goodness. Anyways, it is 12. It is 12. We will be back with some more Limbus Company in... What is it? What day is it today, guys? Oh, it's a Saturday. Tomorrow is a just chatting. Tomorrow will be a little bit more chill. Okay, everybody, get up and stretch. Let's go over here. We can chat and chill for a bit. I had a snack earlier, so I'm not that hungry. Or more like I wasn't that hungry until you guys decided to freaking hunger bait me. Yeah. It's wilder. It's so wilder. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be just chatting. We're just gonna chill for a bit. I have the marshmallow up there pinned. Is it still pinned? It should still be pinned. If you guys just wanna... ads starting soon. No! Bad ads. Bad. If you guys wanna ask me some anonymous questions, I'll answer them on stream. And if there's no questions, then we just chill. We just do regular just chatting. You don't see it? Oh, it's gone? What happened? There it is. It probably went away after 20 minutes. It's been gone not so long ago. Oh. Well, there it is again, if you guys want it. I don't have a limit to questions. Someone asked if there's a limit. Is there anything, like... If there's a question that I am uncomfortable with answering, then I will probably just tell you guys. I'll be like, oh, there's this question I probably won't answer. Right. It's still in Discord. It is, yeah. It's the same link. It's on Twitter. It's on Discord. It's here in chat. So feel free to just go ham if you want to. I don't mind. I don't care. Ask anything. That's why it's called Ask Me Anything. Literally ask me anything you guys want. Your super burning questions, super hot questions. And before someone proposes marriage, that'd be freaking hilarious. I'm not gonna take it seriously. You guys know that, right? You're gonna what today? Oh, you're gonna... What am I gonna eat today? Let's see. What am I gonna eat today? So... Oh, my housemates bought me, peanut butter. So... No, I'm not gonna have peanut butter toast. I'm gonna make a peanut butter sauce with soy sauce and peanut butter and sesame oil and all kinds of good stuff. Some honey. And I'm gonna have that with noodles. I'm gonna have peanut butter noodles. I don't know if you guys have tried that before, but it's really freaking good. Yeah, soy. Summon soy boy beta. My question has been answered? Is that your question? That sounds delicious. Yeah, it's actually, I think like some, there's like some cultural dishes, I don't know where, that use like peanut sauce. We don't call it peanut butter sauce, it's just peanut sauce. Well, same thing, right? You just use peanut butter. Peanut butter sauce, peanut sauce. It's either peanut sauce with noodles or peanut sauce with dumplings. It's one of those. Peanut noodles. Well, it's not peanut noodles. It's like peanut butter, peanut sauce noodles? Peanut sauce noodles. Nut sauce. Oh god, we can't have nut sauce today because no nut November. Just kidding, guys. I don't believe in that shit. If you guys got a nut, then go nut. It is nut sauce, technically. Like satay? Yeah, like satay. I think satay is kind of like that as well, right? Not the nut. Isn't this month November? Isn't no nut November a thing? Peanut butter has some other stuff like sugars. It does. Sugars, some salt. Non-stop nut. See, I heard that nutting is actually good for you. Like, it's actually good for your health. But, like, not non-stop nut, just, like, not healthily. I'm just gonna stop myself there. I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm gonna go have food. Okay, well, goodbye, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna go eat noodles. Or... I think I'm gonna have dumplings instead. It's been a while. I'm gonna have dumplings. Dunno, Mang, cause nuts make me itchy? What do you... Oh, like, are you allergic? If you're allergic, don't eat nuts too much. Don't eat nuts. I'm reading non-discoverables don't nut too much. And I'm like, I was gonna say something else, but whatever. Don't eat nuts if you are allergic. Remember that. Don't eat anything that you are allergic to. I don't want anyone dying on me, right? I want to see you guys soon. I want to see you guys live and thriving and moving and, you know. It's all your fault if you die. Okay, let's stop there. No, it might not. I mean, it might not be, but like, I just don't want anyone dying on me, okay? Just don't die, okay? Don't die. Rest well, take care of yourselves. Get sleep, don't get negative hours of sleep. Points at you. You can't see my fingers, but I'm pointing at you. Alright, bye guys. Let's see who we can raid. Who is streaming? What is streaming? Who? Petite Planet? Ooh, that one looks really freaking cute. Do you guys want to go into another Limbus company stream? Or do you guys prefer a comfy talk stream? I'm guessing most people prefer comfy talk streams. But like, who knows? What if you're like really into Limbus company, right? Like, how many Limbus company players do we have here? Everybody? Yeah? Everyone here plays Limbus? No? Just me? Okay, we're gonna go stream into Vesper Nestia, who is streaming some Petite Planet. It looks really comfy, it's very cozy. I think you get to customize a character, I'm not really sure. Alright. Be nice, say hi, she's also a dragon. And goodbye! Enjoy your KFC and your smoked ribs and whatever it is that you guys are eating that you guys aren't sharing with me. It sucks. I want food. Good night.